Many thanks for joining us again on the newsroom on TV360 Nigeria. The Lekki Concession Company LCC has submitted footage of what happened on October 20th at the Lekki toll gate to the Lagos Judicial Panel of Inquiry and Restitution. The footage of the event was the major issue that dominated the panel sitting today. We are now being joined by Folashade Ogunrinde, our correspondent who is on ground at the venue of the panel sitting. Folashade, thank you very much for holding on. Now, it's been a long day at the panel sitting. Please just give us a recap of what went down today.
Thank you very much, Oyi. Now, the fourth sitting of the Lagos State Judicial Panel of Inquiry and Restitution happened today. That's the 3rd November 2020. Now, the panel, which is headed by Justice Doris Okunobi, heard 2 petitions and 1 summons for the Lekki Concession Company. Now, the first sitting, of course, took a very different turn because one of basically what is said as Nduka Ekwekwe and Okelogo Abunike. Now, the first case heard was that of Mr. Nduka Ekwekwe versus the Federal Anti-Robbery Squad Unit (SAS). Now, Ndukwe recounted how he was wrongly arrested by officers of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad (SAS), and he also said that his goods worth 15 million naira was totally vandalized, and of course, basically the panel said they will look into this. Now, they took this into account, and also some other matters were looked into. Now, the very second complainant, that is, he was also told that his matter will be looked into because his counsel was not around. Now, the panel took a short break, but after that break, the Lekki Concession Company, that's the MD, came into play, and his issues were also looked out. Basically, the basic line of questioning by the counsels for this matter was for the Lagos State Company, Lagos State Government, and also for the LCCI. Now, the basic thing they were trying to seek clarification for was the security operatives who shot at protesters. The second basic thing was the light that was taken off, that's the electronic advert billboard that was switched off. And the third thing it sought clarification for was the cameras that were removed on the 20th of October 2020. So these were matters that the panel tried to look into, but the justice said that the hard drive, that's the footage in the hard drive, will be looked into, and thereafter they would, submit it into evidence. But she adjourned.
Shade, sorry to cut you here, but I would like to also get the mood of people who were at that sitting today. What exactly are people saying? Does it look like, or are people convinced that the panel is fair in the conduct of its activities?
I'm sorry, could you come again with that question?
I'm asking the general mood of people who attended the sitting today. Are they convinced that the panel is fair in carrying out its duties?
I asked, actually, when I related with some of the observers, especially during the line of questioning, they felt that enough wasn't done in terms of the questions asked by the councils of the Lagos State Government and the LCC. In fact, one of the observers from the Nigerian Bar Association said that the questions should be directed in such a way to bring out the truth. But the justice actually said that this panel is for inquiry and investigation, and not necessarily the usual court proceedings where you have an opposing counsel and the defendant. So that is basically it. But for most of the observers, they felt that more should be done, and to look into the proceedings of the panel.
All right, thank you very much, Folashade, for bringing us updates. Well, that was our correspondent Folashade Ogurinde bringing us live updates from the venue of the Lagos State Panel of Inquiry and Restitution. Now, moving on, the Senate has tackled the Minister of Information, Lai Mohammed, over a controversial project fully funded by the Ministry of Finance for execution by his ministry in the 2020 fiscal year. The minister led other top officials of his ministry to the Senate on Tuesday to defend their 2021 budget estimates. The controversy started when the minister explained that the project was sponsored by a lawmaker as a constituency project, with explanations to make over the project. He said that it was 100% release of funds without any work commensurate to the full releases done on site. And France says its forces have killed more than 50 jihadists in airstrikes in central Mali. French Defense Minister, who is currently in Mali, said the Al-Qaeda-affiliated militants had been killed on Friday near the borders with Burkina Faso and Niger Republic. She said weapons and other equipment were also seized. The French defense minister thereafter pledged France's continued support to the Malian army in its efforts against the jihadists who operate across the Sahel region. In sports, the Nigeria Wrestling Federation has confirmed that the country will be represented by 3 athletes at the 2020 World Wrestling Championship in the Serbian capital from December 12 to 20. According to a statement by the Federation, Sports Minister Sunday Dare has approved the Federation's bid to have wrestlers at the competition, but only 3 female athletes and a coach will make the contingent. World Championship silver and bronze medalist Odunayo Adekuroye will lead the pack, as well as African champions Aminat Adeniji and Blessing Okorodudu. The trio will be led by head coach of the female national team, Purity Ako. And that's the latest update from the newsroom at this time. Thank you very much for watching.